Annette, when you filed for divorce you said that we would be amicable. What happened?
I talked to an attorney who said that I wasn't getting everything that I should get. He said that the way that you were being was abusive and that the children would be better off with me most of the time.
But we agreed and you told me that I could pick up the children and take them camping with me this weekend.
All agreements are off, Arthur. You just don't get it. It's not good for the children to spend so much time away from home. You are just disrupting their routines. You get the time that the court has put in the temporary orders, and that should be more than enough for you to have your playtime, while I spend all my time taking care of the responsibilities and making sure that the children are taken care of.
What do you mean? I take care of them just as much and I want to continue.
No, Arthur. You don't get to do that in divorce. Besides, you don't even know what the children take for their lunches to school. It is not good for the children to have two homes like that and have their routines and schedules disrupted. My attorney says that it's better if just one of us has them most of the time. That is better for the children.
Are you being treated this way in your divorce? Arthur is not alone. Unfortunately, this happens to many parents and children. Arthur has been served with an order restricting his time with his children and to pay child support. Arthur has also been kicked out of his house, and false allegations are now being made.
I just don't understand how things got this way. My relationship with my children was just fine before.
This is very confusing and painful for Arthur. He has not had as much time to come to terms with the idea of divorce. Usually, the other parent has been planning to file for divorce for a while. So Arthur does what most parents do and makes an appointment with an attorney before learning he has rights. Arthur goes to this attorney with hopes that this can all be stopped and made amicable again. Arthur has no idea that he will be subjected to extreme burdens and expense. Arthur has no idea that his and his children's rights will be completely ignored.
My wife and I were working things out just fine, and then she got this attorney who is making her do things that she never did before. She is even telling the children that I'm bad and that I left them. Arthur, we can certainly help you. We will need to do discovery and find out as much dirt on your wife as we can. The worse we can make her look to the judge, the better chance you have of getting the children. Oh, and if you can get the children to side with you, do it. Having the children on your side is half the battle. Can you get the children to say that they want to live with you? Oh, and we may want to ask for a guardian ad litem to protect your children if things really ramp up.
Arthur is being led into a process that ignores his and his children's rights. There will be lots of delays and even more loss of time with his children, and Arthur is being led into spending tens of thousands of dollars and going through years of stress and suffering. Arthur is also at high risk of being alienated from his children or alienating them from the mother just so that he can continue to be a meaningful part of their lives.
There must be a better way. I don't want to take my children from their mother, and I certainly don't want to make her look bad.
There is a better way, but Arthur isn't being told this. Why isn't Arthur being told that he can protect himself from being alienated and protect his children by protecting his rights? Because this alternative way is not taught to attorneys today. So Arthur is going to have to learn this way on his own. Arthur is going to have to learn that his rights to his children are not connected to his marriage to the mother, and divorce is not a legitimate reason to take away his rights, and he is going to need to get these arguments into the court. One way he can do this is by making sure that his pleadings aren't waiving his rights, and by making his testimony count. Arthur needs to learn how to protect himself with his testimony and his pleadings. Arthur is going to learn that by protecting his rights, he is also protecting the children's rights. Arthur goes to meet Sherry with Fixed Family Courts to see if she can help. Sherry is co-author of the #1 parental rights book, Not in the Child's Best Interest, that he found on Amazon.
Hi Sherry. I got your book and have read some of it. I would like to know how I can use some of it in my case.
Great, Arthur. I'm glad that you found the book. Your rights are what will protect you and your children from further damage from alienation and from these courts.
Yes, I feel like I'm just being cut out more and more. And everything the attorney suggests is very expensive and takes a lot of time.
You told me in an email that your children were not alienated before all of this. So you were suffering from what we call court-induced parental alienation. I have given you some resources to learn more about what that is.
Okay, thanks. And how do I help my attorney use this information from the book?
You will use the motions. The motions have simplified the arguments that are in the book, and the motions have added the arguments from the declaratory judgment brief that we filed in federal court.
Okay, sounds simple enough so far.
Start by giving your attorney the equal protection and due process motions. You need to get the court to hear these motions. We have a webinar that teaches more about how to do this.
Okay, great. Where do I find these webinars?
At www.fixfamilycourts.com/webinars. Get into one right away before any more time goes by and things get even worse.
Okay, I will do that. Since I have a hearing coming up for the temporary orders, is there anything else that I should do before the hearing?
Yes. Also register for the How to Tell Your Story support group webinars. The How to Tell Your Story testimony support group webinars are also all online. You can come to them from the comfort of your own home. The support group is intended to teach you how your testimony is used as evidence. You will learn how to make your testimony work for you.
Do I register at the same page as the other webinar on the motions?
Yes. Go to www.fixfamilycourts.com/webinars. Scroll down the page and select the webinars that you are interested in.
Okay, I will do that right away.
That's great. This will save you so much money in the long run. You can learn how to protect yourself from the expense and testimony from a gal as well.
Oh wow, I'm going to go online now and get into those webinars at www.fixfamilycourts.com/webinars. Oh, and I'm going to subscribe to your email list too so that I get email notifications about new stuff like this.
Great. I look forward to working with you and helping you empower yourself and get better results and end the unnecessary costs and delays.